Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Minshew going to open up with a throw. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Minshew. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. A big play there for the Raiders. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Minshew gonna look to throw again. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They look to throw it with Minshew. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Trey Tucker, touchdown Raiders. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On the handoff. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 3 brings up
2nd and 7. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Going up top. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Henry tries to pull his way in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That one taken in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. On 1st down, here's Minshew. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it, 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That is caught. What a throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 13. Yo. No, we changed it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Second down, Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
That one caught by Tucker. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To throw once more, here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
To the air on third down, it's Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that'll set up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Sit up.
In motion comes Andrews. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Bateman is the motion man. On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
You. 13. Hey, middle. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Minshew out of the pistol here. That is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush, because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
You. Ready, shot. Hey, report. Get up.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
Get on. Out.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. What are you? What is it? What is it? Hey. Get on.
Jackson looking to throw. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will open up a 6-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Minshew. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Now Minshew. That's taken in by the running back Madison. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Vegas. Back is Minshew. pressure too much, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Minshew. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Terrace Marshall. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will go up by a point here in the second quarter. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
You are X. Get on. Go. Go ahead. 180. 180 shot.
From the gun, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Ravens 23, Raiders 21.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. In motion comes Andrews. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Forward.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll run it on first down with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Jackson. Sending it downfield for Likely. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Andrews is able to pick up that first down, and it's just so nice to see him back on the field. He had that brutal leg injury a year ago. He had over 500 yards in just 10 games, so the production is still there. He's always going to be one of Lamar Jackson's favorite targets, and I can tell you what, they're excited to have him back in the lineup.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
13. Hey, middle. Ready. Ready shot. Middle. Ready. Ready shot. Set up.
To the air one more time with Jackson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, here's Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. They'll try and throw with Minshew. He completes it to Marshall. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more is Minshew. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Minshew. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. This one into the hands of Marshall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught side of the end zone. Trey Tucker, touchdown Raiders. That is 2nd. Of the afternoon. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will cut it to a 2-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's got it! And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. It's a 3 tight end look. as they have it 1st and 10.
It's not.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Hey, come on.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's hard to the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Report! Hey! Sit up!
Throwing Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the move past the 40. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. On the give, here's Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha, sit high! 180! Hey, shot! Go ahead. Sit on! What?
In motion comes Andrews.
Hey, shot!
Jackson out of the pistol. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
We changed it. Ready. Ready, shot. Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy. Sit up. Sit up.
He'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Throwing again is Minshew. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Minshew going to look to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
On play action, here's Minshew. He's going to look downfield once again. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
We change it. Yeah. No, we change it. You. Shot.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Yo, what's good, chat? I'm about to hop off stream. Make sure you give me a follow. Appreciate it.